that's my biggest thing. It's hard. I mean, for me personally, it's getting unmanageable. I mean, I can't name names right now because of the extremeness of what's going on. But I've even had a conversation because since I'm the head of tech, I'm one of the heads of the IT tech. I had a conversation with one of the highest ups that there is, and he said I can't go. I can't go, and weird things have been happening to me, like things that that in case that if I were to go, that they would be able to discredit me. Weird things. Very, very weird things. Like they're literally trying to get me in trouble in ways that I would never do. Like make my words just so they could say I'm just disgruntled that I did something wrong and whatever.
Wow.
That's why I'm speaking out. Well, if I were to go out, if I go out, I'm making sure that I go out squeaky clean so they can't say anything against me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So every time, for some reason now, every sister of the opposite sex has been thrown at me left and right for some weird reason. I mean,
that's weird.
It's insane.
Well, at least you got your eyes open to it, so you know what's going on.
Yeah, my thing
you know what to avoid.
My thing is not break the routine. Don't break my routine and continue with the stupid smile. That's my biggest thing. Continue with the stupid smile. Continue my routine until everything is done, and then I'm gone.
And remember, Johnny, you have supporters. Okay. My name is Dale. Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Dale. I don't know if you heard that earlier or not, but I made a website also. It's jwundergroundrailroad.org. Yeah, I made that out of inspiration from your conference call on January 1st. And try to help people, try to help people get out of branches and this and that. And I do have volunteers, actually. I got some from Europe and Canada and here in the States.
Like my problem I had was because, like I said, I don't allow any of these conversations to be on my Bethel cell phone, the one that they helped me to get, because I know that they can listen in whenever the heck they want. So I have a prepaid phone. So I usually, when I run out of minutes, I have to wait till my stipend comes in to get new minutes. So that's basically the problem. So that's been the biggest thing, and that's been the biggest problem, to get enough minutes so I could, I had to actually buy some more minutes to call back in. That's why I called so late. Besides that, and trying to duck out, like I literally had to go to the bad part of Brooklyn in order to make this phone call, and then after that, buy a card. To put minutes on my prepaid.
How can we get you either minutes or a card?
You just would go to your Walmart, and you would go.
No. I mean for you.
No, like you would go to a Walmart and you would buy a card, and you would purchase the card, and then you would just email me the PIN number and the PIN number and whatever, and then it refills it to whatever the card will, how much the amount of the card.
So it's just like any kind of calling card.
Well, I have the AT&T prepaid phone, so it has to be an AT&T card.
Okay, all right. I'm going to email Rick.
How do we reach you?
Rick has my email.
How would we reach you? Huh?
Yeah, Rick has my email address.
Oh, okay.
Rick has my email address, and he has my fake Facebook account. I have a fake Facebook account because, of course, as you guys know, that's what I was interested to do, was to look up, brothers and sisters in Facebook and find out what they're doing and stuff like that. That was my original job, And I think finally I think I'm hitting the ground. I'm finally crashing. I think I think I've had enough. I'm not having sleeping. I probably slept maybe 2 hours a week. 2 to 4 hours, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Gee.
Yeah, it's getting bad. I make it to morning worship. I'm a zombie all the way through. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a zombie all the way through. The other day I had to make a comment. I made a comment, and I don't know if I made sense, and I didn't care if I did or I didn't.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And
wow.
And then on top of that, everybody's noticing that everything's pointed towards giving money towards the Watchtower, and everybody's noticing more and more. It's not about Jehovah, it's about or Jesus organization. It's about the Watchtower organization. And if you notice, if you guys read, I don't know if you guys read the new, if you actually read the actual new songbook.
Yeah.
Jehovah's organization has been replaced with the Watchtower organization.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time, please?
The songbooks.
Yeah.
If you read a lot of the songs, Jesus and Jehovah's organization has been replaced with the Watchtower organization. If you read the songs, they've been changed to say more about the Watchtower organization, not Jehovah's organization or Jesus's, but the Watchtower.
But isn't the Watchtower now, they've got it legally separate from the governing body? From the organization?
They've compartmentalized a lot, in order to do a lot of things, because, like I said, for a while they wanted to go public because of money problems. But they didn't because of the fact that they know they would lose their church benefits, which means the tax write-offs, So there was a time where Watchtower was actually thinking about becoming a public company, a conglomerate, and they did not.
Yep.
They did not. They thought, they're like, we're going to lose all the tax exemptions, and we would be swallowed in that in under a year. I don't know who's active here, but if you're active here and you're in the New York area, you know for a fact that you're seeing that we have now ATMs inside a lot of the assembly halls, especially in Jersey City. Now we have places where you can put in your credit card and give a donation like that. Okay? That's never been seen before. But now we have ATMs inside the assembly halls, and that's sickening to me. And it seems that every other letter that comes from the body, it says to give more that you can, all that you can. And there's a lot of, as I told Rick before, there's been a lot of angry letters of people and brothers and sisters, not even brothers and sisters, people who, because if you remember, I don't know if you guys remember that letter when the body said, why not give your money to this, why not give your life insurance or your Social Security to the society? Or your inheritance to the society. So there's been a lot of people calling in and saying that they've been cheated because their inheritance didn't go to them. They went to the society.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
And
now,
that's been going, that's getting very angry.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny?
Yes.
Your health, your physical health right now
my mental
is
health
really
is going
important. Yeah, well, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Is it possible for you to get a medical leave?
What? Medical leave?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Right now they probably would be very suspicious, but I have some time that I might be taking pretty soon, and that's my time to make a choice.
Okay. Yeah, because you want it, because if you're not getting good sleep, I mean, you can start making decisions that you wouldn't normally make.
Oh, yeah. And like I told you guys last time, there was a brother who took a knife to a brother. Okay, he was the head of the waiter crew.
Waiter crew. Okay.
Yeah, the waiter crew. He's a very nice brother. Very good guy. I knew him growing up, He was a very, very nice brother, great talks, But this guy, they thought he was an apostate because he liked having little gatherings where he would have conversations about the Bible and older books that the society has that are restricted, they consider, like the book of James and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
or when they talk about the flock book and a regular brother comes and they change the conversation, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, these are not we're not in this is not Corinth, and these aren't these books of magic that were burned in the middle, you know?
Wow.
And then on top of that, there's people who are upset that the pioneers are treating their pioneer handbooks as if they were magical books as well. You know, there was this one time I was upset at this one brother who's, well, he's a feminine, so I used to call him a sister. Besides the fact of being a Bethelite and being a ministerial servant, I always help at anything. That's been my thing since I was a kid. I help every time with everything. So I'm behind the literature counter constantly. Okay. Last time there was the Pioneer School, I opened up the books, you know.
Yeah.
And one of the books opened up on the table, and it looked like I was trying to read the order form. And he thought like I was looking on the Pioneer book, and he slammed it shut in front of me.
Huh.
You know, and he's not the only one, you know.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. They think that these things are, I don't know. With the Pioneer book, do you have a special ring, a special decoder ring? I don't know.
No,
there's a whole chapter on humility that they had to add there. You know, then like that's what you need to read, my brother. Why don't you read right there? Humility.
Yeah, you're right about that. Wow, that is really something. But and now, Johnny, I just want to let you know, I was baptized back in '82. I've been in the organization for a while. I just was recently ousted for apostasy in September. But I just want to let you know that I am, I'm inspired by these, what you're doing, okay? But at the same time, you need to take care of yourself, okay? Don't forget about that, because down the road, your family will look back and they'll say, you did the right thing, okay? But you got to take care of yourself. You really do, physically. Of course, that's mentally too, because you got to get good sleep. If you don't get good sleep, that's really hard on the body.
Tell me about it. Ever since I've been telling them that I want to go, I have not been able to sleep. It's like they've been tightening the noose tighter every single day. And it gets.
But I don't understand. Yeah, Johnny, but I don't understand. If they do not know that you were the caller, last Saturday, then how could they be threatening your family? I mean, and saying you could leave,
they know that
or they put something on your desk.
I know that I want to leave. A lot of the ITs don't leave. They go to different compartments. A lot of IT guys are lifers, And what I was studying is the ones who do go out, they leave under weird circumstances. Very weird.
Hey, Johnny?
Yes.
Did you tell them that you wanted to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
I expressed that I thought that it was time that I told them that I give them my time to Jehovah, and that I think that it's time for me to move on. One of the most hilarious things, you want to know something hilarious? I told them I want to go. You know what just happened this week? I was going to tell Rick about it. My brother got a phone call telling him that he's been accepted again.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No joke. I'm not even joking. If I would play you the message if I was in my parents' house. You would laugh.
Wow.
The second that I want to go, my brother, who was already in Bethel once, who they just called him, no letter. This was a direct call, telling him that he needs to call right away. That they want, Oh
my God.
It's just nuts.